Hello everyone, today's episode we are going to explore the benefits of a short sword to your Tenouchi training. We often hear in the Kobudo world to be mindful of our Te No Uchi. The direct translation to Te No Uchi is inside the hand. In a simpler context, it means how you grip your weapon. In a broader context, it could also mean the optimal way to grip for its specific conditions. It essentially means the pursuit for the most optimal grip based on the designs of the tools. Imagine how there's a way to grip a baseball swing, or how a golfer swings the club. So how is a short sword or a Shoto beneficial to our Tenouchi training? The Shoto allows you to focus train your left and right arms individually. The much lighter Shoto encourages us to swing with much less force, forcing us to work on our balance, our blade alignment, and strength control. Also forcing us to move with a more relaxed but correct form. First, let's look at the basics Tenouchi with a two-handed katana. It's often said in Japanese swordsmanship, power comes from the left hand. We generate power and maneuvering the sword in a straight line with our left hand. It may look rigid, but this arm generates the momentum and manages the blade's travel path. The nimbler right hand is used as the blade's guide, support, and mobility. Its focus is to guide the blade's alignment, angles, and directions. The grip is nimbler to allow more flexibility, position of the blade in any angle. When used together, it creates a powerful, controlled, yet graceful handling of the swords. Let's look at it with a bokken. Left grips closest to the pommel, the kashira. Right grip closer to the handguard, the suba. Our left hand transfers power from the pommel to the tip of the sword. Imagine the left hand is leading the kisaki from the kashira. Notice how the right wrist is more nimble, allowing the blade for better agility, as if your hand is supporting the blade's center weight and the pivot point. Left arm handles the pommel and the tip. Right arm handles the middle. Let's look at the grips and our wrists. Notice how the left elbow is pushing the sword up and the wrist guides the tip of the sword, whereas the right wrist goes up first and guides the elbow up instead. Strength and control grip comes from the last two fingers. There is a saying where we hold our Tenouchi like how you would hold an egg in each palm. This is a typical grip when looking at the basic downward cut. But remember, the term Tenouchi can also mean optimal way to grip for the condition. So of course, when doing other angles, the grip will reflect based on those positions. So always remember the balance of nimble mobility and cutting power. Let's apply the concept with a Shoto or wakizashi. Depends on the ryuha, shorter swords may have different techniques. But for the purpose of this exercise, we move the sword like a two-handed. Due to the size, we immediately think about how to handle this blade differently. We are rediscovering the way we grip, guiding the tip. The Shoto is so light it doesn't require much strength to handle, so it forces us to work on our posture, forms and cutting alignments instead, keeping correct alignment control for every swing. If struggling, you can try placing your right palm on the back of the blade, simulating a two-handed grip. This concept of Tenouchi makes sense when you consider all Japanese kobudo shares the same philosophy when handling weapons of various lengths. Example, the spear, the naginata, the long-handled nakamaki, the jo, katana, then the wakizashi. They all share similar tenouchi, which in turn share similar techniques. There is a saying for the jo. A jo is formless, that it can thrust like a yari, swings like a naginata, cuts like a katana, and hits like a club. To me, all this stems from the technique of that tenouchi. This technique simulates how you would with a katana. Once you are comfortable, go back to using a single hand, and move with controlled posture and alignment. Once you get the hang of it, it's a good idea to go back to the katana and see if there's any differences. Then go back to the two-handed and see if the exercise helped with your sword control. The Shoto is also good control training for horizontal cuts. Making sure that both arms are fully extended. Particularly the extension of the left elbow. Pretty good, right? This really depends on your sensei and dojo, so it's best you consult them if you have one. But this is my way. Our right hand acts as a support and guide to the direction of where the blade goes. Left palm turns the blade upwards, and the right palm allows and guides the blade to turn. Left arm turn, the right arm follows. The left elbow goes straight up, and the right elbow follows. Turn the sword face upwards and raise both arms together as you turn. Let's check using the short sword. Left arm turns, blade facing up. Then the right hand follows. Left elbow goes straight up, leading the right arms to follow. Remember our Tenouchi. Left turns, blade facing up. The right arm loses the grip. As the left leads, right follows along. find this exercise useful for my forms, especially during warm-ups. I do hope you try out the exercise, and do comment if it's beneficial for you too. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and give that bell a ding. Do share to your fellow martial artists as well. Let's try to hit the next milestone at 5,000 subs. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.